So there's 3 pathways within the ag department: plant science, animal science, and the ag mechanics pathway. So students would all come in and take the Introduction to Agriculture class, which is the first year introduction. They learn the basics of leadership, how important ag is, and some basic public speaking skills through that. And then after they've gone through that class and it's kind of exposed them to all the different little areas of agriculture, from there, then they can choose where they would like to go, and they would spend the next 2 years getting more details on either plant or animal or mechanics. Also, as a little caveat, our Introduction to Agriculture class also counts for freshman seminar. Well, I think our ag classes are kind of unique in that FFA, which is the Future Farmers of America, is embedded into the class. So every student who is in the class is automatically a member of the club. And so that avails a lot of opportunities for students that they may not get in the normal classes that they would have in a English or math class. What that entails is, with the leadership aspect, is kids get to travel, they get to go to competitions, they get to go to conferences, they get to go on a lot more field trips and industry sector type activities. Also allows students to do SAEs, which people call like the project. The most common one that's on display are the animals that are at fair. Lots of kids like to raise animals, so that gives them that opportunity. But other ones that are not on display, projects they might do, would be plants. We have raised garden beds out there. We have a hydroponic greenhouse where there's no soil. All of the plants are grown with just water and nutrients inside there. So students get all those things. We also have new this year is our ag mechanics. So students are building and making projects, and it's not just welding, it's all the different mechanical stuff you might see on a farm. So it could be woodwork, it could be hydraulics, small engines that they might see and encounter and stuff. So they get a little bit of everything in that ag mechanics class. So if you think this would be a fit for you, check out www.brawleyffa.org or find us on social media at BrawleyFFA, and check out and see what other students are doing, and then contact your counselor or contact myself, and we'd love to see you. We'll see you next fall.
Inform my students that education at high school, it doesn't have to be just in the classrooms. It could be outside, because again, when I tell all my students, in reality, them being 16, 17, and at that point 18, pretty much their parents are always going to tell them to go out and get jobs. But I also think it's important to pretty much have an intellect to work outside. And it could be anything, for border patrol, corrections, or if they want to go for this job, they can go even landscaping. But the idea is to have fun working outside and pretty much educate them as to asking me any kinds of questions they want. Ornamental horticulture is pretty much thinking outside the box as to what they can create. And later on, you're pretty much going to see some of the stuff that my students have done in the past. But I'm really excited this year. This is one of my favorite parts. Like seriously, in the classroom, I can absolutely understand that they sit down and on their Chromebooks, studying in their other classrooms. But in my classroom, what I like to do is on the board, I like to go over math, simple math that applies to outside. It's simple math as far as developing square footage and like getting the right measurements to everything. It's similar in their classrooms when they're going over simple math, but I'm also taking that math and applying it outside to create patios like this. If you're interested as to what I've been talking about, and especially what you've been seeing, then you can talk to me or talk to your counselor.
This video is made possible by funding from the Strong Workforce Program and the Imperial County Office of Education, where we empower our community to be an ideal place to live, learn, and work.